we can start. Guys, can you confirm if you received the questions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay. So since now we are live on YouTube, we can start with our questions, okay? So how this is gonna work? So how this will work? We will read the questions and try to imagine we are in a job interview, okay? And with that in mind, you can start with the first question, okay? So, Osvaldo, the first question is, can you introduce yourself as if you are in a job interview?
Okay,
Im-
let's do it. Um, good morning for everyone. I hope you have a nice day. I'm Osvaldo. I'm 36 years old. I'm a software developer. I bring 4 years of experience. My main skills is front-end developer, but in my starter job, I had been worked with back-end developer, with Node.js, with Nest.js, TypeScript, JavaScript too, and what else. But my main skills is as a front-end developer, and my main current stack is React. So with TypeScript and JavaScript too, and I can do and make a project test project structure about React test library, retest, and what else. Um, I live in Americana, near Campinas, São Paulo, Brazil, with my fiance and my stepson. And I'm a so curious person, and I really like to study about mainly techy topics, but I like it about any topics like financial, healthy, and what else. And in summary, that's it.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Oswald. And Pedrito, what about you? I don't know if you already had the opportunity to do an interview in English, but let's try do your best, okay, to introduce yourself just like you are in a job interview, okay? How you will present yourself in that situation.
Sure. Hello, everyone. It's great to talk to you this morning. My name is Pedrito Souza. I'm 35 years old. I'm married and I have a 9-year-old daughter. I live in Santa Maria, Rio Grande do Sul. About my career, I I have worked in IT for more than 17 years, uh, ranging around all areas, by, uh, like maintenance, infrastructure in general, uh, customer support analysts, some softwares as programmer in C, in Delphi, PHP, HTML, uh, Python for scripting, automation scripts. And my last job, I worked for 80 years with a multi-server system in a critical environment of a remotely pilot aircraft control station at Brazilian Air Force as a temporary sergeant, where I had unique experiences, managed even MS SQL databases, and made several automation scripts for the for day-to-day work. And about the last 3 years in parallel, I've been specializing in cloud computing, uh, multi-cloud environments, starting with AWS, and there are various tools, applying them to many projects, hands-ons, according to my online portfolio. Uh, and on other platforms as Azure, Microsoft Azure, and GCP, and now I'm learning OCR.
All right. So you had a lot of uh, knowledge and experience. Congratulations. Hello, Milena. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good. And
All
yours?
right. I'm good. Thank you for asking. So, Milena, today we are talking about common questions, related to job interviews. I don't know if you have the questions, but I will send again. And the first question is we always start our conversations talking about ourselves, okay? But right now, let's imagine you are in a job interview and I want you to introduce yourself just like you are in a job interview, how you will present yourself in English in that situation.
Okay. I'm feeling children here because everybody has a lot of a lot of years with experience, and okay. Maybe I don't have a long time working with this, but I have experience. The most time of my experience is with mm, machine learn. So I work with different type of machine learn because we was searching the best model, and I have a passion for the random forest because I use it in my TCC. But um, in my TCC, I was a little stressful with machine learning because it started to be something that everybody put in the names for seller. And I say, "Oh, Jesus, is it not so simple?" But maybe I want to learn another thing. So I returned to study about security and infrastructure. So I discovered the last passion about this. So I started to study on AWS, and the best part for me is AC2, and I love it. It's so interesting. I explain to everybody about, oh, maybe if you do this, everybody can see your cloud and get your credentials, and maybe this won't be fun. So, but I'm beginner in this part. So, because this, I say that I'm feeling children here. And I had experience with full stack, but I say to you in the past, I don't like the front end, isn't my vibe. I prefer the back end, the darkness. Everybody asks, oh, but you don't like to centralize the bottom. I say, maybe not. Maybe I prefer the API. And I have friends that like the front end, but I prefer the back end. And databases, I love this part. And recognize the ideas, how we will create the different database, how we will connect everything. And I think that's it. Is grateful work with this.
All right.
So
Sorry, I
sorry.
interrupt you.
So usually when I saw How is in English? How is vaga in English?
Sorry?
How is vaga?
Vaga, role.
Like in role?
É, tipo, you
Role,
apply,
position,
yeah,
vacancy.
you can apply to a role. Você vai aplicar para uma vaga.
Obrigada, gente. So when I say the role in there, the question, why do you apply for this role? Usually because I like this.
All right, all right. Thank you. Thank you, Milena. Don't feel that way, because I had 14 years working as a software engineer, and when I looked to some guys just like Pedrito, I feel the same, I feel like I doesn't know anything, and our area, IT, is a huge field to work, and you are always improving yourself. Okay. To me, when I'm doing a job interview, I like to do short answers, because I have afraid to get the interviewer bored with me, because I am a guy who like to talk too much. So I try to control my answers to give a short answer. So usually I say, my name is Carlos. I'm worked with IT since I can imagine. When I was a teenager, I always have that in mind. I want to do this for a living, and sometimes can be people can say that too much, but for me it's true. I really like and I'm in love to do coding. It's a passion to me, and when I'm doing my own business with my family in my free time, it's common I get myself imagine how I could solve this problem using code, how can I create a software to solve this problem. So it's something I really like. And my last 5 years, I quit my job as a police officer, and I'm working almost exclusively to companies located on USA. So I prefer to work remotely, and that's it. Usually, what I say about myself in a beginning, in the beginning of an interview. All right. So let's jump to the question number 2. Okay. Pedrito, can you read the second question and start answering to us, please?
Uh, how to respond when the interviewer asks why you want to leave your current role. For me, I'm leaving my last job because the contract is over. Is 80 years contract, renewing year by year, and I finish these 80 years, and I must leave in I leave it in April, in April before, and now I'm looking for a new positions, new opportunities in this area, DevOps area, and in cloud.
All right. So you left the army recently, you say? It
Yeah.
was in April. Oh, I have
Yes.
a lot of friends who was temporary sergeants, just like you, and other guys who go to army, and they different from you. They didn't planning the time when the contract will finish, and when I saw a lot of guys in the last year get crazy. Oh, what I do for a living next year, I don't know, but I can see you had a plan, you had experience. And this part you say about something you build inside the arm is something for value, to your career. I know that for sure because when I was a police officer, I built software to the police department, and that helped me when I sell that in my job interviews. That helped me a lot. People always get interest if you do something to the government. They always had questions to you, so definitely you had to talk about that. And what about you, Osvaldo? When someone asks you why you want to leave your current job or current role, how do you respond to that?
Um, like I said some minutes ago, I'm so curious person, and my current job, I had been felt that I learned almost things that I could, you know. So, for example, I really interested in mobile apps, and I haven't opportunity to work with this. Uh, and the company has some mobile projects, and they doesn't uh, send me to work a little bit with this, and this and all of this stuff is hard for me because I was forgot to say, but I had been working with IT for 14 years, but in infrastructure area, and I had some small business. I was broken yet in my life, uh, and I really need to learn about things. Yeah, so when I feel I'm stopped, I have to move on to another challenges, and that's it. Only because that's it.
Because you like always to get evolving yourself. Okay. And
Yeah.
what about you, Milena? I don't know if you already had the opportunity to leave your job or if you are in your first one, but how possibly you could answer that question?
It's my first one, so please God, nobody say this. Um, Mainly it will be because this is why I say this because it's easy, and I'm frustrated with this because with the uh, when I work with the machine learning, my project was was a lot of hard, and I needed to study every day, and every week I need to show results in what I learned and how I implemented this, and was exhausted, but I love it. But now we start to be so easy, so I don't have challenge, and I can see, for example, the next level will be a lot of challenge. So some problem that I will stay all the night think about this and wake up 2 a.m. and so I will solve this. I miss I miss this type of problem, and I like sleep all the night, but some days I feel I'm missing this. And challenge, something like I feel that I'm learning something different. So I'm studying, but I want to implement this in my job, and so sad because I love what I am studying. I'm missing, for example, read articles about this the part of technology that I'm working. So probably will be because these motives.
All right. Thank you. It was almost like a time machine, because I remember when I was a teenager, and I get dreams with code, I had a huge problem to solve and I didn't know. And I wake up during the night and, oh, God gave me the answer. Let me try. And I code and it worked. It's like magic, because you dream with a solution, and when you convert that dream in code that work, it's like magic. And it was a long time I didn't remember something like that, so thank you, Milena. But I have to say to you, after some years of working, you will have different type of challenges, uh, the challenge can get bigger, and sometimes you will not have a current, sorry, you don't have a right answer, to your problem. So the challenge can change for sure. But since you are getting more experience and more experience, when you saw some problem, it's just like you watched that and say, "Oh, I already did that, so I can do that for resolve this problem." And the things can be more easily to solve, so your problem will had a huge project, with a lot of questions to do, and the challenge will be what I will do first. It's not, you have the knowledge to do everything, but you have to decide what do you do first, and later what is more important than the other part. It's my experience. And when people ask me about why I want to leave my current position, it depends. The answer I will give, it depends, If it's a big company, I will use that to answer, because I want to work with a bigger team, Today I'm working a small team. If I'm applying to a position with a small company, I will say that, because I went to work with a small team because I like the environment in a small company. It's not like I'm being fake, because I only apply to roles who is important to me. I'm not applying to thousands and thousands roles per day, but I like to answer this way. I saw some value in the company, and I try to bring that value to my answer. I applied to this position because I saw the opportunity the company can give to my career, because I want to grow and I'm getting older and I don't want to code for my entire life, and I want to uh, the next 5 years, maybe a tech lead or something like that. So usually I use the company to answer to give my answer. Okay. Let's move to the third question. Okay. Milena, can you start reading the question number 3, please?
Yes. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Um, I see working in another country is the personal dream. So, and the if I can talk about dreams, maybe with I said ahead about the team, because I like this. I like the explain to everybody how can solve the problems, because I had this experience. So make everybody think how to solve the problem. And I like a lot this. I like the part of infrastructure security, but maybe be a teacher of the team like this.
All right.
It's a strange say, maybe a lot of ego, because I'm looking at a child here, but
No, don't feel that way.
that's how I think in 5 years.
Don't feel that way, because I learn. We can learn much more when we are teaching to other people. You get much more knowledge when you are trying to explain something to other ones. So this is the reason why I like talk and talk, because we get a lot of knowledge, sharing our knowledge. But what do you say? Milena, do you see yourself like a junior or a pleno, mid-level? I think it's in English. How do you see yourself in your maturity in your career?
Um, and in data science is more than mid-level, but now how I want to work with data engineer, I saw like a junior
Okay,
because
so
I need to learn a lot of things.
just like a entry level, maybe. Okay. And what about you, Pedrito? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you had some uh, dreams about that?
Yeah, as Liana said, I have a dream to work abroad remotely, but I think I see myself with more gray hair, and I think with a lot of knowledge than I didn't have, because this area is too huge, and I I like to study. I study every day, uh, every new text, and this is my passion. Technology is my passion, and I think as my background, I think in 5 years maybe I I have a senior expertise in this area, and working abroad. I think I solved no I accomplished our dreams.
All
That's
right.
it.
And you say you are moving from infrastructure guy to a DevOps guy. And in this point of your career, how do you see yourself? You are a senior guy, a specialist, and how do you see yourself?
Uh, Between a mid-level and senior.
All right, all right. So, but you say you have 17 years of experience,
Yeah.
but you don't think you are a specialist with this time.
As a DevOps, is I think it's like a mid-level senior, but not a specialist yet in
All right,
5 years.
all right. Congratulations, because it's the complete opposite of what people say today. You can be a senior with 6 months. And sorry, I can't believe in that. And I don't want to smash our dreams, all right, Milena, but maybe the next 5 years can teach you a lot. And yeah, that's it. And what about you, Osvaldo? You say you have 4 years working as a front end guy, but you had a huge experience in the past. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Uh, I don't know if I tell the right way, but I am 14 years with experience in infrastructure area, you
Yeah,
know.
14 anos, I
Yes,
understand.
yes. Okay, okay. And congrats, Pedrito. You are a humble guy. I know you are a lot of experience and about the questions, like Carlos and Pedrito said, I really love to do what I do nowadays. I think all of us love our occupations, our studies, so we are suspect to talk about. But well, I in 5 years, I hope I I I I I will get a reference guy in front end area. I really like of front end, Milena, because I like to build solutions that and view how can the people use this and improve these tools and listen the users and customers and other peoples. And I really like to put my taste in this solution, you know, and see that for me is exciting, you know. But I like of backend too. And about that I was thinking about to study someone about the AI area, you know. But I hope in the next 5 years I I I get a job in abroad. I hope to live abroad. Is my is vontade. I forgot. Can I say for vontade in English? My desire. I think. Um, and I hope to be. Uh, I hope to have more experience and where where I will be the company that we will have to will work. I hope um, I hope to be a reference, maybe tech leader, or my main purpose is improve and help the company and know and have a more knowledge about this area because I really love that. That's it.
All right, thank you, Oswald. I understood what you mean. But for me, as I say, the next 5 years, I want to be a tech lead or something like that, you know. Actually, I want to grow in the company I'm working right now, you know, because I have some goals I want to achieve in there. But in general, in my career, I want to be in this kind of position, you know. But I feel I'm still young, you know. Actually, we are seeing a new generation coming behind us, you know, and they have a lot of energy and they learn things fast and they have passion to coding. But in my position, I say I'm not secure with my experience, but I know the value I can give to a company. So I use this experience to sell myself in a job interview, you know. And I really like to work with guys with less experience than me because we can always learn together, you know. It's like I get a new breath, you know. É como se eu, quando eu trabalho com pessoas mais novas, é como se eu tivesse um novo fôlego. So I really like that. And I think that it's a good skill, to have to be a tech lead, because you will manage people, and it's something I want for my career for sure. And let's say I'm studying to get I studied this year to get a certification, but I want don't stop. I want another AWS certification by the end of the year. I don't know. And yeah, I feel I had more wood to burn. Não sei a expressão em inglês para dizer que eu tenho mais lenha para queimar, but I feel I had wood to burn, and I still like coding, but in the future, that's what I think to my career. All right, guys. So let's move to the which question we are? Question number 4. All right. Let me check. Pedrito, can you read the question number 4, please?
Talk about something you've accomplished that you are proud of. I think to me, there is having been plus having been in the airnet forces, especially in the Air Force. When I was a child, I had a dream to be a pilot aircraft, but my glasses didn't allow it, and being in the Air Force to me is a dream, was a dream which I I realized and realize many things, and allow me to realize many things, and doing side would join the situation in other companies is unique expertise. That's it.
You're muted, Carlos.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. You say rainforest means Mata Atlântica, all right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't have sure, but I want to ask that to you. So it was a goal you achieved. Sorry, because you couldn't be a pilot, but I totally understand what you say. People will sometimes get bored, but I think we had to adapt ourselves. So congratulations. And what about you, Osvaldo? What you are proud of about yourself in your career?
It's a complicated question because I think I had been working in a lot of nice topics, but I will try choose one or two at your summary here. The first one, my side project, I have to talk about it because I had been made the project architecture, and I defined all the technologies, thinking on business rules, and the project was growing, and we had to hire, contratar. I forgot. Can I say? We have to hire another teammates, and naturally, I have to be a little bit tech lead, I would say. So I have to define the tasks and dimension the tasks, align expectations with all of the people. Um, another task in my current job that I really like is about I had been made a permission system inside a bank project in my current job. It's amazing for me implement add a permission system inside a bank. It's crazy for me, so I really loved to did that. And the last one, I have to say about Dockerize, our front end developers, my current job. Uh, I to be honest, I have I didn't know about Docker, but I learned about that, and I made all and I thought how I could implement Docker inside all of our projects, you know. So that's it. You're muted again.
No, no problem. I checked that. You give a really good answer, and what you say related to Docker, already used that in a job interview, you know, because I work in other companies who didn't use, and I bring this technology, and it's really good when you try to sell yourself, you know, the solutions you make, it's really good. And
Thank you.
Milena, what about you? What are you proud of in your career? What you did, and you look to that, and sometimes you want to show what you do to other person. You know, what was that?
First, I was thinking that I'm happy because I found the guys about the roles with more 7 years working with this and I see. So I found, so maybe we talk about something. Uh, I think that when I share in the Congress about machine learning in Brazil and explain for a lot of doctors and the technology, and I was so nervous. But I did the project, but I was nervous. I don't know, say something wrong, and the doctors looked at me and, girl, what are you talking about? But it was good, and after there was a dinner, and everybody say congrats, and it was interesting because it was two millennials after and before the show in the Congress. And actually, I think was when in with a team and I need to talk with some people to organize and get better results. And I need to be angry with someone and say, what why this happen here? Can we solve this problem? Why we have this problem? And and the after that, I'm feeling horrible. I was rude. I need to be angry with someone, but solve the problem. And I didn't was rude. I just need to be effective to talk about the problem. And it was good because solved the problem and we had the good result. So it was a good experience. But in the day, I'm feel horrible person. And I think that's it because I'm realizing my dream is type. So my dream uh, is approved in the university. Oh, I approve. So now my dream is finished the university, please God.
All
So
right.
math and physicals and calculus and I just want code. And after my dream is finished, I finish. My dream is start to work after I finish my university. Okay, it's done. Oh, it's be effective. Oh, it's done. So now is the phase of the life, and oh, Okay, but now what I do now? I was prepared for this, and I think that's it.
All right. I think a new goal to achieve, during our career, we are doing checks. I did this, I did that. And for you, you'll be achieve 5 years of experience, for example.
Yeah,
That can be a goal, because people can quit after some time working, I give up. I don't want to do this anymore. So that can be a goal to you. But what do you say about talking in front to strangers, especially to doctors? I will say a phrase my teacher told me when I will present my TCC to the Parabanco. He say, guy, don't get nervous because doctors are the dumbest guys in the world. É frase dele, não é minha, ok? Ele falou que doutores são as pessoas mais burras do mundo. And I got shocked and I said, no, you can't say that. And he said, yeah, they are dumb because they study too much about only one thing and they doesn't know anything about anything else. They can study this microphone, know each part of that and how we build and everything about this microphone. But if you ask to them something about some headphone, they doesn't know anything. So that get me calm, I go to present just like I know what I'm talking. You doesn't know bullshit. Sorry, you doesn't know anything about that. And I can say bullshit here and you will not understand. I go with that level of confidence and that helped me a lot. So confidence is the key. All right. Guys, we are getting close to the end of our conversation, and I will finish